it's too much going on, so I don't really know what. So I'm just holding music and just sitting on it and just waiting for him. But
Blueface. Wow.
Yeah, he all called me like, "What, you out cheating?" How am I going to cheat, bro? Like, I got you in my face. I cut everybody off. Everybody that I used to talk to.
Hey guys, back with another one. So I will be going live today at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, I really got pissed off, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but it's so sad. This girl is so young. She just said she turned 24 yesterday, which we all know she had a birthday. But it's so sad that she gets the energy and the time to just reappear as soon as Blueface gets out the hole and calls her and talks with her. Now all of a sudden she wants to get on the social media, and she's only getting on the social media because she wants Jaidyn to know that he called her too, because you know he called both of them, and Lord knows who else he called that he's been talking to on a regular basis, you know, now that he's locked up, that he talks to, you know, because he's in jail. And that's what dudes do when they're in jail, especially somebody like Blueface. He wasn't really hiding much about running around with her, you know, Chriseanrock, you know, and doing it in Jaidyn Alexis' face, now she gets on the live. This girl don't know her worth at all. I mean, she's got about almost 20,000 people watching her. She doesn't know she's a real shining light. And she rather call herself not taking care of none of her legal obligations, so she don't have to be ducking and dodging and making a bag like Jaidyn's doing. Now, by the time Blueface gets done with all his legal obligations, because of, him turning himself in, being responsible, and also, his management, because they want him to get out and whatever he's going to do, whether it's pursue being a rapper still or do these reality shows, you have to be free and clear. Now he gonna be running around here free and clear, and you gonna be ducking and dodging, not doing responsible stuff that you're supposed to be doing as a mother, so that you can be able to be a mother to your son, because you're listening to a man. And the only time you come on to social media and show love to any of your supporters, and these people, I mean, they go hard for you, is when Blueface allows you to come live, or when you want to share that he called you from jail. It's really sad that she's let him control her like that, and he's definitely going to be her downfall.
Robert? Yeah, well, she was preaching tonight at 1 LA in LA. She rarely do it because she's really home based in Dallas. But I was getting the word and stuff, and it was very, very, very intentional. It was very beautiful. I like the receiving the word. Oh yeah, my birthday was yesterday, so I'm 24, y'all.
She forgot her birthday because Blueface called her, honey. Lord, she forgot everything.
It was about being frontline, like you pray to God to be frontline for real, and then all that stuff. Basically, the word was basically just saying a lot and so much. I just can't even, all I can say is that I soaked it up like a sponge, and y'all need to go tune in. Plus, praise Jesus. Plus, what else?
Come on now.
It was fun. I loved it. I felt good. I felt like I just went to, because I didn't really celebrate my birthday that much. I woke up, I received a lot of flowers. I really received a lot of gifts, but I ain't posted because it was like, I just wanted to take it in personally for myself. Then the message was basically like, it's up to you for real to do everything for real. Like, who you waiting for?
Right.
You can't be looking at anybody else or what they got going on, because whatever you got short for is meant for you to show up for, because only you could do it. God only sent you to do the job for you. Like, you feel me? So that was good. And yeah, it was so beautiful, y'all. Like, I really love church, and I really love Sarah Jakes, and I never in my life okay, I meet famous people all the time. Whatever, you hear me? I never in my life like be so happy to meet somebody and then don't know what to say to them, but love them so much. Like that's what happened to me. Like when I finally got to meet her, and oh my god, I'm not having a fangirl moment, but
You know what it's like to have a fangirl moment. You're doing it with Blueface. That's why you are ducking and dodging, not taking care of your legal obligations, and not making a bag because you're waiting on Blueface. And it's okay to wait on Blueface, but all things need to still be done. Life needs to move forward. And one thing that we have to do as productive citizens is work. Now, she doesn't do traditional work, but she does work. She's blessed to have a job where she ain't got to even put in that much work. She's going to get a bag, but you are waiting for Blueface to get out before you start getting the bag. Why? So he can do an Ike on you like he was doing before, and he go to all your appearances with you, and because he went to all your appearances with you, now he got to get a cut of the money. Girl, you better pay attention.
it's just like God all around her. So when she held my hand, and it was just when she held the baby, it was like all her blessings just went through the baby. It was so beautiful, bro. If you ever have a birthday, go to church. Go to church on your birthday. It might be that service just for you, because my birthday was yesterday, but it's not that I finally got to meet her. I could have been met her. It's just the fact that being in her presence and then not knowing like how much you love a person without even knowing them till you meet them, because you're like,
Y'all know she only went live because Blueface called her. So that made her whole day. So that means any highlight of her day for today, whether he called her after church or before church, now this is a blessed day for her because her daddy called her. And it's so sad. And this is the only time she shows love to the people that her supporters be going around trolling and disrespecting. You're doing all this for Chrisean, but Chrisean is only going to get on live when she wants to make it clear to these chicks that are trying to get at Blueface, or Blueface trying to get at them, or when she's trying to send out a message to Jaidyn. Oh yeah, he's calling me too, because we all know that he's calling Jaidyn. Let's keep it 100. And it's so sad to me. That's so fake, because she's got her popularity for being Chrisean, just raw and opinionated, and she says whatever's on her mind. And even if she has one of those duh moments, people respect and love her for that too. They like to watch and listen to her for that too. She's not really never saying anything. She's just being who she is, and she's getting a bag, and she don't get it. She's gonna burn her bridges with her supporters who make her who she is, not Blueface. Blueface doesn't make you who you are. He's gonna make you go broke. He's gonna make you be where his status is at, which is non-existent. But she needs to stop doing that. It's gonna start coming across as being fake and only using people for her own convenience for an audience.
I loved every bit of it. And it's so crazy because every time she speaks, it's as if we all going through what she's saying, but we're like in a different, it's like we on the same dimension with her while she's preaching, but we're in our own story. And it was like so beautiful to like look around while everybody receiving the word. They feel exactly how I feel, but not going through what I'm going through. They have their own different story. Oh, y'all all really like happy birthday. Thank you for celebrating me on my live right now. This is so cute.
Oh, it's so cute.
But I had so much fun, y'all. Like church, I've been going through a lot this week. Like, just like all that internet stuff. Like, with all these other don't like me just on the internet popping it, and then like, I don't know, just having people pull up at my house unannounced in an aggressive way. Like, I just been having one of those weeks. Blue been on lock. He's finally not on lockdown. So when he called me while I was in church, I was just happy. I was just overfilled with joy. Like, okay, you're okay. You're not on the hold no more, and you're fine.
Okay, so yes, so that is why she got on live. Everything to do with Blueface. Every time she has any type of interaction with Blueface, which I don't think is often since he's been locked up, she's got to come on live, and she's this her spirits are high, and it's all around Blueface. Girl, you got to find your own happiness, because honey, it's not in Blueface, because he's the type of dude, he will build you up only to drag you down and talk about it. And it's so sad that because he called you and he probably knew it was your birthday the day before and he wasn't able to call you then, now you get on live, you want to share the information, you want to call yourself reaching out to your supporters. You really act like you're part of this circus where the only time you can have content is when Blueface has something to do with Blueface, and she doesn't realize she doesn't need Blueface to have content. Content is Chriseanrock. All she has to do is get up there and have a regular conversation, like she's on the phone with one of her besties or her mother or sister, or somebody that she knows in real life, and she gets a bag. I don't get it. It's always the people that are so gifted to have everything in life that they don't take advantage of it. She's not taking advantage of it. Girl, you better do it while you're young. Because when you get older, there's going to be someone that's going to take your place that's going to be bigger and better.
I made it to 24. And not like that, but a lot of people 23, 22, 21, 19 out the womb. Like, I'm blessed to say I made it to 24, so thank you, Jesus, for real. And then, for everybody that's going through something right now, I just feel like if you got something, take it to God and just be like, hey, God, I want to do this, but I want to make sure it's done right. So, like, a lot of times we wouldn't do a lot of things that we should do because we feel like it's not the right time. You just ask God to make the right opportunity for you to know it's the right time to do it, because sometimes that could be the very most thing that's holding you back. Like,
so what is the right time for Chriseanrock? When is it the right time for you, fulfill your legal obligations so you can be a mother to Junior, like Blueface is doing with his situation? He's clearing it up, so he's not running around here like a chicken with his head cut off, looking behind his back. It's bad enough you got to look behind your back because you're in the spotlight. You're considered celebrity status. You got to look behind your back just for those kind of haters. But why be doing it for the for police and U.S. Marshals? It's not making any sense. It's like she gives advice that she doesn't really take. So how sincere is she to her fans to give this advice if she's not living that life or applying it to her own life?
It's too much going on, so I don't really know what. So I'm just holding music and just sitting on it and just waiting for her. But
Blueface. Wow.
Yeah, he all called me like, "But you out cheating? How am I going to cheat, bro? Like, I got you in my face. I cut everybody off. Everybody that I used to talk to, like, my little roster, they blocked. Haven't talked to them. I don't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to nobody. I'll be just waiting for my baby father to call. So I'm like, bro, I'm really holding it down for real. Like, I know it's hard to believe that. Trust me, we went through something that you would think that this is the time when I was already when he was outside. So it was like, when he called me and let me know that he needed me, I already had my time, fair game, and share. So it was like, when he called me, like, better not be shade. It's not shade. Chill out.
You see what kind of stuff she brings on the internet. She couldn't wait and was proud to let everybody know he says that to her. Girl, I've been your age, you ain't never been mine. That is jail talk, okay? Men say stuff like that. They want to make you feel special, the only one, they love you. You better not have my such and such shaved and this and that and another. But they're saying that because they're trying to keep you on reserve. But do you think Blueface would be doing all this for you or waiting around for you, putting his career or a career of cheating, doing the girls gone wild thing on you? No, but you're doing that for him. And see, what you're doing is you're letting him know by what you're doing that he can continue to let nature play its course and he can do the way he does to you all the time because you show him not anything different, but the same situation. So you're going to be in the same situation when he gets out because nothing has changed about Chriseanrock. You're down with the program even when the program don't make no sense.
I ain't outside. Y'all know, bro, I'll be at Rolling Loud right. Y'all know where I'll be at. I'll be at Rolling Loud. I'll be doing my own little shows. I'll be dropping music. I'll just be doing shit.
Making
right
no
now,
money.
Just being like, down. Like when somebody really needs you. Like, he really need me. I really need.
How you gonna be down for somebody you ain't even being down for yourself? You put your career on hold for somebody in jail. He had to put his career on hold or whatever he was trying to do prior to getting locked up because he had to take care of his legal obligations. You got legal obligations, and at least if you're not taking care of that, at least you should be taking care of your financial obligations, and that's going to work. Not sitting around waiting for a phone call, and he got a list of people he has to call so he can keep them in his good graces so when he gets out, he can continue to do what he's doing.
Huh? I'm telling you, I don't really like, I do what I want. Like, I'm not gonna not do what I want. I want to hold you down and wait for you, and not do nothing with other people. That's for real. That's really me saying I want to hold you down because I'm really gonna hold you down. Like, I'm not gonna tell you and not do it.
Can somebody tell me what holding down somebody is in jail? So that means if I'm working a 9 to 5 and I'm not Chriseanrock. Let's say I'm just working a 9 to 5. I gotta get up every day, commute to work. So you mean to tell me my significant other goes to jail? I'm supposed to quit my job and just wait around at the phone for him to call me, and I know he's calling Lord knows how many other females on top of that, and just stop working? How is the bill supposed to get paid? What am I just gonna stop working, spend, and all the savings money that I've saved up from work just goes down the drain, and I go broke because I'm trying to hold you down? What happened to holding somebody down but still taking care of your responsibilities while they're in jail? Let's make it make sense.
I'm gonna put the whole little relationship off. I'm not finna step out. No. Like, who? Do you know who I am?
I don't think you know who you are. I think when people ask people questions like, do you know who I am? I don't think that they know who they are, because if she knew who she was, if she knew what her worth was, Chriseanrock would still hold him down, and that would be respected. That is her life, but she would still be taking care of her obligation to herself and Junior. You don't got that much money like that, honey. You ain't got no Beyonce or Jay-Z money that you can sit around and say, that's what I'm going to do. And it's really sad that you're doing that to yourself and you're not taking care of your none of your responsibilities. And like, again, I'm going to say even your legal responsibilities because of a man. And I just really want her fans to hold her accountable. I want her fans to say to her, listen, we're holding you down. We don't even know you in real life. Only time we get any kind of, thanks for the support is when you're in good spirits with Blueface and you want to share with us that he called. That's your content. That's not her content. When Blueface calls, she's going to make an appearance and, shake up the algorithm just when he calls. Girl, bye. You need to get your responsibilities in order. Your supporters need to hold you accountable. And like I said, when Chriseanrock's doing something good, I will tell her. When I say tell her, I don't know her personally, but I will share that to my community, okay, how I feel about the situation. But when I see that she's doing what she's doing, which is wasting her life, putting her life on hold when she could be out here, because these are the crucial years of her life that she needs to just go for the gusto. And the skies are the limits, and I don't think she's taking advantage of that. She's letting him hold her down. It's almost like he's sitting on her. It's like a force holding her from going forward. She's backpedaling, and it's really sad. She's allowing, because nobody can make Chrisean do what she's doing. She's allowing this to happen. She's allowing all of this chaos and mass confusion and this manipulation tactic that Blueface got going on. She's allowing him to do this, and she knows it.